What's up, everybody? It's Dane Miller from throwsuniversity.com, and we are here with Suzy Powell, 69.44. This is an American record. This was set as the American record, and then I believe rescinded due to the, if I remember correctly, due to the field not being up to grade, like being too low. There were certain points of the field that were just a little too low, but historically speaking, Suzy's has the second longest throw in American women discus history. At least she's the second furthest thrower behind now Val Allman. And I think Suzy, paved the road, paved the way for a lot of women that were coming up in the world of the throwing world. This throw was just a total bomb. And she came through maybe a little earlier than Stephanie Brown-Trafton, but all around that same period in competition, and was just phenomenal athlete. So let's watch what she does. She's got that unique lower hip, more hip flexion here in the start, stiff with that left arm. And it's interesting because out of the back, when she winds a little bit higher with the shoulder here, but she's got that hip flexion, so that's somewhat unique. Pickup point here, left turns pretty well past 180 here when she's going to pick up that right. Left hip sort of opens up at this point. She's controlled with that left arm, and if you notice, what I always felt like watching her, as soon as that right foot here passes that left, okay, right there, now that left arm starts to open more. And I always thought that was interesting, and she would sort of like carry that. This actually, like Sam Mattis actually reminds me of this from on the men's side, how he carries that discus a little bit lower in this regard, similar out of the back into that right hip. She's got that long sweep leg. If you remember too, that left hip sort of falls in a little bit, and I always like to do this drill with athletes where it's like, all right, let's draw a line from that left hip right there. That's going to sort of determine here as she's coming out of the back, like right here, where that's a little far. That's going to be in the area close to where her right grounds. So you can see she was a little over-rotated out of the back. But again, I think what she did so well, especially look at that discus, she starts to carry it really high, holding almost like an Alekna left arm there, which is, great, for her movement. Her mobility in that right shoulder is fantastic. Left arm comes forward, but she's still holding that nice and deep. Got a bent right knee. Right foot's right there. You can start to see that right heel elevate. Left foot grounds. Right knee stays bent coming through. And this is where it's just like, look at that positioning here. This reminds me of Alekna with that left arm, or I should just say this reminds me of Suzy Powell. This is her movement right there. Long right arm stretched out. Right knee comes forward and bent. She's bent that right knee. Look at how flat that left foot is, and that just helps all of that energy really transfer forward into that left. Right foot, just picks up right there. Okay, you can see that just pick up early. I wouldn't even say it's early. She's starting to rotate forward into that well-planted left side. And I almost want to say put that right there on the right. The right foot literally transfers to exactly where her left foot is. And she just hammers. You can see even after, look at this. This is still down. Discus is out here. Her shoulder's past. And it's just all shoulder going forward as she's continuing to hold that left side. And just a great throw. They took this away, and I want to say she threw, I don't remember exactly how high, but a bunch more deep throws. She's one of the best American discus throwers ever. Set up a good lineage there, and now with Stephanie Brown-Trafton, an Olympic champ, and now we got Val Allman, who's the greatest ever. So it's pretty unique to see this, and it's really just set up that steamroll effect for women's discus in the U.S. So if you need help with your training, head over to throwsuniversity.com. Until next time, peace.